I found this cute mid-century modern chest of drawers at an end of summer yard sale for $5, and obviously I couldn't resist. It's got a decent chunk missing out of the top edge banding veneer, but other than that, it's in really decent shape, at least compared to some of the other furniture that I've pulled out of the trash recently, which is a good thing because I have a super busy week and I need a really quick and easy flip. If you're just starting out in the furniture flipping game, it's definitely worth it to pay extra close attention to the condition of the pieces that you're sourcing and make sure that whatever repairs or modifications you need to make are within your skill set, and you'll be able to use your time and resources the most efficiently. All of the drawers on this are working great. There isn't too much damage to the body. It doesn't have any funky smells, and the style is on trend. I should be able to fix it, paint it, and get it back out into the world with just a few hours of labor and pretty minimal supplies. These starburst knobs were what drew me to this dresser, so I'm definitely going to be keeping them, but the other handles just aren't the vibe, so they're going to get swapped out and I'll tuck them away for another project. Cleaning is probably my least favorite part, but it is so necessary, both for the quality of your new finish and for just the yuck factor that comes with old furniture. I'm using some simple green here to scrub off any old furniture polish residue, dirt, and grime, and I like to clean first so that I'm not sanding all of that junk down into the surface. Since I'm going to be painting this, I'm filling in this missing chunk of veneer with some all-purpose Bondo. This stuff sets up nice and hard in about 20 minutes, and then I'll sand it smooth and scuff up the rest of the piece with some 180 grit sandpaper. I've got all large flat surfaces here, so I grabbed my 5-inch orbital sander. I don't have an adapter to hook this up to my shop vac like I do for my little surf prep sander, and I think after this I might just go online and find one because this kicked up so much dust. I've definitely gotten spoiled having some dust extraction on my other sander. Since the leg brackets were looking so crusty, I grabbed a can of gray rust sealing spray paint and cleaned them up with a few coats of that, and then I got myself set up to start painting this chest. I could tell from the orange wood tannins that were coming off on my cleaning rag that this veneer was going to be a bleeder. And even though I'm using a dark color on this, I still want to block all of that in with a good stain blocking primer. Today I'm using Kills Restoration, which is a water-based product that acts like oil. I rolled on a coat and left it to dry for an hour before I came back and just lightly sanded it with some 400 grit sandpaper to make sure it was extra smooth. I wanted this piece to be a really dark, almost black green. So I mixed up some of Fusion Mineral Paint's Manor Green and Coal Black. And once I had them really well combined, I strained some of that paint into my gravity-fed HVLP pneumatic spray gun. I threw on my respirator and sprayed on my first coat of paint. about 2 hours of dry time on the first coat, I gave the chest one more light sand with my 400 grit sandpaper, and I sprayed on the second coat to fill in any areas that were still looking a little bit light. And while that dried, I got to work on the legs and the rest of the accessories. I gave them all a really light scuff and then rubbed on a coat of Minwax's gel stain in the color Brazilian Rosewood. I had them all clamped up like this to hold them so that I could work on them and then so they could dry nicely. I picked up this tip from Angie over at Transcend Furniture Gallery. She is so smart. I also sanded as much of the rust off of the feet as I could and sprayed those as well as the starburst knobs and my new handles with this gold spray paint. I left everything to dry in the garage overnight, and the next morning I flipped the dresser over onto a towel to screw the brackets back on and reinstall the legs. I've also finally invested $25 on Amazon and picked up myself a new hardware jig. I had to measure out the center of the drawer, but once I got this all set up for my new hardware, I could just drill the holes, pick up the jig, and move on to the next drawer and the next drawer. I picked up this chest for $5. I put about $60 into it, and I think I'm going to sell it for $450. That's a profit of $385 or $64 an hour for my 6 hours of labor, which is not bad at all for an afternoon's work and 45 minutes the next morning. Even if I only sell it for $350, it's still $45 an hour or $285 profit. This will be sold locally on Facebook Marketplace, and all of the proceeds will be donated to the Canadian Cancer Society. Someone will get an awesome new piece of furniture, and I've got this furniture flipping content to share with you. If you would please do me a huge favor and take the time to hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment, and share this video. YouTube will take the hint and put my channel in front of more new viewers, which would mean the world to me, and it also helps me be able to keep creating these pieces to donate and raise funds for important causes. If you're looking for another fun flip to watch, check this one out, and I will catch you all next time.